G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Thanks so much for being here. I am going to do, I'm just going to do a flower. I'm just going to do a resin flower, okay? It's kind of a twist between a fantasy flower. Yeah, but just pouring it a bit differently. So here we go. I am using the Holbein acrylic inks and I've got magenta. I've got magenta, mauve and crimson. And basically I'm just going to do like similar colors because you don't have to worry too much about weird colors and baby poo green and browns and all that, you know, your colors making other colors. So yeah, I'm thinking just a magenta, a purple and a crimson I think would be nice. Might do more. I'll see how that goes. Oh gosh, this is the new bottle. I do have another one opened and I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, let's have a look at this one. I'll just try a few drops and see how it goes. I do want to add a little bit of mica powder to the purple one. No rhyme or reason, just to see how it looks. I'm using the Platinum Super Clear and I've had it in my vacuum chamber for 10 minutes. Degassing it, debubbling it. One looks a bit darker than the pink one. Now this is the Duo Violet Brass by Pearl X and I just want a bit of a shimmer, so I'm just going to put a little bit in there. Not too much, not too much. And that one, I don't know, I just feel like playing around today and just, yeah, just having a play. So keeping the colours all transparent. Might need another, I'll see how I go. And the Quinacridone Crimson, see how we go with that. Try a few drops. Oops, that's quite dark. Quite dark. All right, I'm going to add another couple of drops of this one just because it's not, some colours, they just don't go as dark, but I don't want it to be really dark. I find that when you do your colours too dark, they don't blend. You see this big stripe of one colour because they just don't blend very well, do they? All right, so that's the pink, the purple and the, we'll call it red. My leftover, my clear, still got quite a few bubbles in it. Couldn't get them all out. It's just bubbly. Now I'm going to put one drop of black in there. See how that looks. It's starting to get warm already. Okay, I'm going to add another one. 2 drops of black. Oh, don't go in. I don't want a third one. Right, that's the black Holbein. So with the traditional fairy flower or dragon flower, you have a white push at the end. This is just going to be a black. And you can see it's still really, really transparent. A little bit of black in there. Now my white's my bloom pigment paste. I will link it for you. You can buy it on my eBay store and you can also buy it on US Amazon store. I know, and you can buy it if you're in the UK. It'll just transfer to Amazon UK. So don't worry, you can still buy it there. All right, let's put this in a little piping bag. So I'm going to pour this a little bit differently today because normally I just do like puddles. And yes, the colours do blend a lot. But today I thought I'm going to try and pour it in rings. Rings of colour to see if I can get some separation of colour. We shall see. Just going to leave that in there for a minute. All right, so we're going to start with, I think I'll start with the darkest one around the outside. So basically it took me about 15 minutes from when I stopped pouring and decanted all my inks and started my video. Took about 15 minutes. A little bit more of this one. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just doing different colors. Okay, I can't really do a ring there now. But I'll just pour the rest of this around the outside. The crimson and the magenta, they just look pretty much the same, don't they? When they're poured out, they just look the same. But the crimson is a little bit darker. I have no idea what this is going to do. And then this one was around there. And I've got a little bit left. I'll just pour it into the middle, like so. I'm hoping when it all moves and changes that we get some nice sort of blending of colours. That's that one. I've got some of this one left. Just pour that a little bit in the middle. And might thicken these two lines up just a bit. My little rings. Use it all up. Hopefully it'll look pretty. I have no idea. Like I said, I just felt like playing and doing something different today. All right, that's that done. Quick little torch, don't burn your mold. Okay, now the white. I'm going to do my usual when I do the fantasy flower, my fantasy flower. And all these flowers that I do, they are totally inspired by Micah from resincourses.com, and I will, as usual, link it down below for you. If you want to do the course, there's also a 10% coupon code if you want to use that. So yeah, they're all you know, basically her design. So we're just going to start. All right, I'm just using up all my white here. Go around the outside. A little bit more room just there. Okay, so what I normally do is I just leave that with the when I do my fantasy flower. But what I'm going to do today, I am going to just use my little stick here. And I'm going to pull through, you know how I do my 3D blooms. Just going to pull that through and try and get the colours to kind of blend a bit. Now I am using a little pointy stick, but I'm not going to touch the bottom. So we go 12, 3, 6, 9, split, 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 and then split them all again. How's that? So I'm not touching the bottom of the mould. I don't want to scratch it. Hair or something. Oh look, I'll do a little swirl, but it's not really going to make any difference because I'm going to be, oh, how pretty is that? Looks just like one of my 3D blooms. Look, it's blooming already. It's blooming. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pour in my little black push. Don't know if I'm going to need it all. This is the Cascade mold. It holds about 200 grams. So find your middle, dump. A little bit more. I don't fill it up all the way because I probably, well, I may suck some out later on. We'll see. So I don't like having the push at the end too dark because I like to be able to see what's going on in there. So now we just have to wait. Wait. Again, don't burn the mold. All right. Not terribly much to see at this stage. It will close a little bit. Sometimes it closes on the top but not on the bottom. So what I tend to do is, and I'll do this later on, I'll get my torch or flashlight and I'll shine it into the middle and I'll be able to see if it's closed up or not. So we'll just leave it like that. It's like watching paint dry. It is still moving. You can see that still moving. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess and I'm going to come back to you in about 15 minutes or so and see if it's closed up, okay? I need to put my phone on charge because my battery's running out. So I'll see you soon, but before I go, now if you don't want to see flickering lights, look away now. I'm going to shine my torch or flashlight. Do you guys call it a torch? What is a flashlight? Okay, so you can basically see in the center there. I know there's lots of bubbles, but I can see through to the mold. So I see a little bit of pink around the outside, but basically I can see through to the mold. So I know we've got an empty center there. So we'll come back in 15 minutes or 20 minutes and see what it's looking like, eh? Okay, so it has been 20 minutes and it has been 50 minutes, 50, from the time I stopped stirring. So I've been checking it, making sure that it's not getting too thick to suck. It's still okay, but I'm going to do it now. So look away if you don't want to see flashing lights again. You gone? All good. Come back though. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. We've got some really cool stuff happening in there. And we've got a little hole. Now, if you wanted to, you could put some glitter in it at this stage. Wait till it's closed as much as it's going to. I don't think it's going to close anymore because the resin's getting quite thick now. So I don't think it's going to close anymore. So this is where I'm going to take my little syringe. Let's get a piece of paper so I don't drip anywhere. I've already thrown my dirty gloves out, so I haven't got any more gloves. But I'll be careful, all right? I'll be careful. Okay, so don't just suck the top. Try and get down as close to the bottom as you can. Now, sorry if you can't see, but I need to get into the middle. So touch the bottom and then lift it just a millimeter or so. And suck. I'm going to do a full syringe. Take it out gently. You can see it's getting nice and thick. So I've got quite a lot. Can you see? You can still see the clear like on the top, and then there's this weird long cylinder of color up the center of the syringe. It's really weird. So we'll do that. Just leave it there for a minute. Actually, I'll just squirt it into here. If you wanted to, you could make a little pendant out of it if you don't want to, waste that. It's only 10 mil up to there, which is about, oh gosh, I don't even know. 10 mil, it's not much. All right, let's go down and have a little look at this. And I want to shine the torch in again. It's a bit hard for you to see. I mean, I can see it without the torch, but you might not be able to because there's glare and stuff. Okay, so look away if you need to. Look, ta-da, it's closed. They're probably still going to have quite a dark center, which I'm okay with. I actually like having it a little bit on the dark side, just because it gives your eye somewhere to rest. Just a little interest point in the center if it's a little bit darker than everywhere else. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could suck a little bit more out. But just look at those amazing striations happening there. Looks like when looking up inside a circus tent, it's like that. All right, so that's it. Oops, I'm supposed to put the torch away, not the camera down. I will see you when it's time to unmold. So yeah, wish me luck. See you soon. Righto, it's the next day. This has set up. Looks as if the dark colour's gone around to the edges there. Hopefully it's going to look really pretty. Hopefully I can get some dark and some light on the other side. Let's get it out and have a little look, hey? I didn't take that much out, like suck too much out, so it's still pretty deep. And if you do want this Ruffles mold, not Ruffles, this is my other one. I've got a new one, Ruffles. This is my Cascade. If you want my Cascade mold, I will link it for you down below. All right, here we go. Gosh, I hope it works. Are you ready? Let's do this. Oh, well, that wasn't what I was expecting. It's basically monochrome. Oh, look at the center, though. It's just bizarre, isn't it? You look at that side and you think, oh, what am I going to get? There's a tiny little bit of purple in the middle. Little tiny. And you can see the, I don't know, can you see the glitter there of that duo? Just a little sparkle. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up for you. It's actually quite pretty. I like the shape of the petals. Whenever I use this Cascade mold, I get a really, really nice looking center, nice petals. I think it's just the shape of the mold, and then they kind of go over the edges as well. Look at that. Very 3D looking. You can see little tips of dark still. And I've still got that dark center. I like it. Like a starburst in the middle, hey? That's so cool. I had no idea what to expect. That is so cool. Alrighty, let's go and have a look at it around the other side of the table in the other light. There it is there. So yeah, basically just the two shades of purplies, I guess, crimson, and then, you know, your white dilutes your colors, so to speak. There we go. It does look very 3D, doesn't it? Look at those petals. Love it. It's so shiny, and you can see there the Cascade mold. It's the surface. You have these little pieces on the side. They're a little bit more raised. It gives you a really interesting texture. It's not just a totally flat mold on top like some of my others. So there you go. Really like that one. I will try and do a little bit more monochrome, like, you know, with colors that don't make other colors so much, like, you know, just all purples or all greens or all blues, but different shades of them, just so that you don't get those blending of your primary colors and make too many icky colors. We don't like icky colors. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Take care. Bye for now.